What is going on? I'm Zedbot. Now, we did the video yesterday, Seeking Wins. That was with Seekers. That account now has the yellow school buses. Heavy choppas with Seekers is a powerful, powerful thing, but the base is still not standing up. So do consider subscribing for that. We've already got creator code ZMOT in our boost. Expires in 26 minutes. Let's refresh that. Hate the fact that the unsubscribe thing goes across the text, but trust me that we're putting ZMOT in there. Now, this base is one that I actually designed by myself. I built this base. There's going to be some flaws. I'm going to have to tweak it. You can see that since I put this base in, I am 4-1, which is pretty darn good. Now, I've taken a completely different approach in the last day or so. All along my accounts, this one was Rocket Choppas absolutely rushing. My other one was Seekers absolutely rushing. This one, though, I went and got mines. I went and got mortars. I don't have the flamethrowers. I've got that extra choice node with the single boom cannon, got shock launchers, got this choice node, which is just so powerful. 2 boom cannons, also went and got max level rocket launchers, lots and lots of defenses. Now, I was rushing and then seeing that my opponents were not getting all my engine rooms, and I thought to myself, this is stupid. So I have taken a whole new approach to warships, and that will be going forwards as well to some extent. I am just going to go slow. Going to let my base do the work for me, and we're just going to see what happens. So I'm sitting on the edge of 19 and 20. Should be higher, but I've just, with 2 different bases and 2 different approaches, it's just been stupid. So we're just going to take things very, very, very slowly and see where it takes us. Now, one thing to note, you are going to see that there are not many Flotsams left in the game. People have started to switch away from Flotsams, and that is for very good reason. Damage Amplifiers are absolutely, absolutely beast. You should consider getting one. Now, they do cost some diamonds to get one, so it could be a little bit frustrating for those of you, but chances are you've got hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of diamonds. So hopefully that's not going to pose an issue for you. If it does, do consider joining our task force group. You will get 29 diamonds every single day in most of our task forces. Not in all of them, but in most. So now we're just going to cruise. This should be an easy win. This person is likely using rocket choppas or some other form of fast attacks, but I'm just going to make it about me, not going to worry about the competition. And like I said, this is a weird place to be in. We're going to lose some of our bombardiers here. They're going to get that boom cannon right there, and then we're going to flare right onto there, trying to get them not to go back there to their death. Just hanging out. It is such a weird feeling, and it pains me, and it's frustrating, but that is when you're growing the most, is when things are uncomfortable, I suppose. That's what someone smart once said. I don't know who that is. I don't have a quote for you, but I'm sure someone smart said something like that. And now we're just going to take this base down. Now, my previous attempts were to try and get times. Look at that. Opponent has retreated. We're typically to try and get times in the 2:30, 2:40 timelines. My new goal right now is to get times in the 2-minute time range. Just super slow, super relaxed, and let the base do its work. Now, my base has only been through 4 battles, so it will take some tweaking, but it's my base, and I have a sense of pride a little bit when people retreat. So we're going to pick up that first win. It's going to be magical, and I'm just going to chill-axe. As they say in the Percy Jackson books, it's chilling with an axe. Sorry, bit of a literary mention there. As I mentioned, what's that called? Tween? Anyways, young adult fiction. My kids love Percy Jackson, by the way. Anyways, we're going to go something like this. Don't think we need... I'm going to go to 3 boats of heavies. 3 boats of heavies, again, super painful. That just seems like complete and utter overkill for me. But that's what we're going to do, because it's going to work. And then we're just going to hang out in this sort of neighborhood. We're going to get a cryo bomb about there, because there are way too many boom mines in that neighborhood. And then we're going to drop another boat of heavies, just chilling out to the max. Those mines there are making me a little bit nervous, but we've got 1 heavy bombardier slightly further ahead than all the rest. And now we're just going to throw a cryo bomb back in there. Totally and completely relaxed, slow. Let's get some heavies out back from Mr. Kavan because he's about to die. We don't want Kavan to die, so we're going to throw some form of a cryo bomb, or a shock I should say, on that Simo, and now we're just going to cruise through this. Like I said, this is completely and utterly ridiculous. We've left that right-hand side Cryo Bombardier to die, not going to support them whatsoever. And now we're just going to cruise through all the rest as our heavies get out front. Need to get a bit of a shock over here because those dudes are slightly too far ahead for my liking. And just cruising. Like, this is a weird attack strategy for me, and that's why I am over-explaining the fact that we're going slow and cruising, but it's working. Like, look at this. We're just slowly but surely chipping our way through this base, and we're going to have a time of about 2 minutes, maybe a little bit faster, but I am not going to flare that engine room quite yet until this final boom cannon on the left-hand side is gone. And now we're just going to flare, and we're just going to hang out a little bit, hoping that those heavies are going to draw the fire of all of the buildings. Our bombardiers are going to get in the shadow of that rocket launcher. And now a nice, slow, easy, likely win. Not a fast time at all. And we probably could have done that in like 3 minutes using rocket choppas. But as you can see here, this person is struggling a little bit, and they're gonna struggle. That's the beautiful thing about that damage amplifier, is it makes your defenses that much more powerful, that much stronger, and your wins that much more likely. So do consider going towards that damage amplifier. It is an absolute game changer when combined with rocket launchers and shock launchers and mortars and machine guns. So like I said, it's a different, this is not your standard video from me, but look at this. We're going to end up with 2 retreats in a row. And now, once we get a little bit higher, people are not going to need to retreat. But the beautiful thing about this base is that it's going to stand up against rocket choppas. It's going to stand up against seekers. Now, if you're looking to stand up against seekers, consider moving that engine room over to the side. It makes them split their defenses. Also, get those shock launchers nice and far apart. And if you want to stand up against rocket choppas, I recommend putting a cannon awfully close to this engine room because it's going to draw the rocket choppers southwards towards that cannon. Also, get that boom cannon in that next layer. So they can't just go boom, 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 boom. They need to go over here as well. So anyways, that is a very quick video from me. 2 not sexy, not exciting, but 2 wins. So a little bit of a change of pace. Don't know how long I can stay at this. Please let me know in the comments if you're, I think it's, people call this base riding, I believe. Not something I've ever done in Warships, but it works. It's not sexy. I don't find it to be all that much fun, but you end up winning. So weird thing, but I've got 2 accounts. My other account, like I said, is on the brink of failure at all times in all attacks. So hopefully this base can calm me a little bit. Let's pick up those free diamonds because we're going to need those to change prototypes later on in the season likely. No good dive spots there. Always sending my submarine looking for those what are they called? I was going to say call them confidential parts. There's none there either. Ugh. Maybe, just maybe, I need to use one of these terrible dive spots. Little bit unfortunate. I'm going to leave the video there. I'm going to go search around my archipelago a little bit more. Anyways, that is all for me. Do consider liking, sharing, subscribing. More importantly, though, send me a comment. Let me know what strategy you're using in Warships, what tier you're at, and which troops you're using most of all. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.